We're Craig and Kirsty, a British couple who got married on a beach in 2018, and instead of a honeymoon, we decided to travel the world together, and so we created Tied Knot Travellers. We left our home and jobs behind us as we boarded a one-way flight. We explored a few countries before the global pandemic hit, causing us to cancel our ongoing travels and rethink our plans. We spent the next 6 months exploring Estonia, before we finally made our way over to Finland. Between us, we have visited 52 countries, and we'd love you to join us as we continue our travels and explore the world.
We are finally here in Helsinki, Finland, country number 5 after 5.5 months in Tallinn, Estonia, and exploring the country. We are finally on to our next country.
We've been waiting to get here, looking across the water longingly, because we were supposed to be here a long time ago, but today the sun is shining, we're here, we've just left our accommodation, and we're waiting for a tram to take us into the centre because we're staying on the outskirts because, as everyone knows, Finland, Helsinki is quite pricey, so it's a bit more affordable to stay outside.
On a backpacker's budget.
Yeah, we had to pay about 20 euros for use of public transport for the next 4 or 5 days. So I don't know how that all weighs up, but we figured this is the better option. Plus, you know, it means we get to explore on the trams and the trains and things. So let's go in to see what there is.
Yeah, so we're here for about a week or so. As Kirsty said, the weather's beautiful. We're about to jump onto the tram into beautiful Helsinki and explore. Let's go.
Go see it. We need to get quicker at that.
So we're staying just northeast of the main town centre, and the tram in, we've used an app called HSL, which seems to be the main transport company in Finland, and certainly in Helsinki. We've seen it written on the side of the main trains, as well as the trams. The trams are lovely, really nice and new and modern, very smooth. You just go on the HSL app,
which we found out about via our accommodation,
which was really useful. You can buy cheap travel cards through the HSL app. We've been told it's the best, most competitively priced place to buy the tickets. And then you come on, it's just got little readers. You can just scan it on there or show the ticket inspector.
It's great. Our tickets are on Craig's phone, both mine and his, for us to hop on and hop off all week.
It's all digital.
So it's useful. We haven't got to worry about more things to pick up and remember, bits of paper and things, which when you're travelling is fantastic.
Yeah.
Keep everything simple.
And the app is very good for arranging itineraries as well. You can select on the map where you're going or type it in and search it, and it will tell you, come up with a list, and you can go for early or a later tram.
And the trams seem pretty regular. This one was good.
We've got the number 7, which is going into the main centre, which is near Helsinki Cathedral and the Esplanade.
Excited to see it. So as we were late getting started today because we had to sort all of our tickets out and everything for the transport, and obviously tired from travelling, we are on our first stop in Helsinki. It's lunch. We grabbed a supermarket lunch because restaurant prices here are pretty steep, and we're here for quite a few days, so we need to be careful with the money and spread it out. Saying that, this halloumi wrap from the supermarket was still €5, which, I don't know, for a supermarket wrap I think that's quite a lot, but it's cheaper than the restaurants, so...
Frugality.
Yeah.
I've got a pizza snack salami. It's like a sausage roll and it's like a pizza.
And how cool is this? Where we've stopped to have lunch, it's like a solar bench. How cool is that? It's giving solar energy, and then you can plug in your electric scooters, electric whatever, basically. And just look where we are. What a spot for lunch. It's kind of like this side, like a little Venice. There's a little Lovelock Bridge, canals, boats. It's great. Flying cinema behind us, which is like a top tourist site. So yeah, not a bad spot to stop and eat our supermarket lunch.
We're starting our tour of Helsinki in the easternmost part of the city.
And our first stop is Uspensky Cathedral, which is just a short walk across from the harbour where we've just had lunch, and it's a beautiful red brick church with green rooftops, and it's actually one of the largest Orthodox churches in Western Europe.
Yeah, it's magnificent. Have a look. Just made our way down to the harbour side from Uspensky Cathedral, where they've got a flying cinema and a big wheel.
And now we're just on the bridge, and directly across from us you've got the Alas Sea Pool, which looks really cool but pretty chilly today, so we're not going to get in it. And it's part of a brand new spa complex which looks really nice, and it's here in the main harbour. And then just across the bridge here you've got Market Square, which is full of fresh foods, souvenirs, and then you've got where all the tourist cruises, which we're hoping to go on later this week, if the weather's nice enough. But today
yeah, it's lovely. You've got all the big cruise ships coming in here, and also the little tour ferries, as Kirsty said.
Alas Sea Pool was built on the waterfront that used to be a car park. They used cutting-edge smart technology and clean tech solutions. Even its energy comes from renewable sources. The Alas Pool is heated to 28 degrees Celsius all year round, and the buildings house several saunas and restaurants, making it the perfect place to spend the day relaxing right here in the city.
But it's beautiful. We're just going to walk over and see the market area.
Just walked through Market Square. Behind me we've got the Esplanade, and to the right you've got the water, the harbour, and then this beautiful building here, this big blue building, is the town hall building. And what I noticed at the markets is it's really cool. There's all these nets above us, and it's like, I don't know, is it protecting the fruit and veg so that the birds or whatever can't swoop down and steal it maybe? I don't know, but it's quite cool. And yeah, it just feels like a good place to be right here in the Market Square. Even though the weather's turning, it's still really pretty.
We are right next to the main Helsinki Cathedral, and we're just going to pop in somewhere to get a tea and a coffee to warm up and get some energy.
Clouds came out, the sun disappeared, and now I'm cold. So yeah, we're going to go grab a coffee now.
Kirsty's cold.
Coffee time. It's busy, but it's warm. We made it for coffee just in time because look what just happened outside. It is absolutely tipping it down with rain, so it might be enough sightseeing for one day, and we will just go and see some more tomorrow.
We have arrived in Helsinki, Finland, just as it's turned to autumn. Pretty sure we've used up all of our summer coupons or luck, whatever you want to call it, in Estonia. That's it now. I think the weather's turned. Hopefully we'll get a bit more bright weather. So far today we got the tram from our accommodation, which is in this area north of the main city centre. We got the tram down here to the main cathedral. We then started our videoing over here at Uspensky Cathedral. We walked down here to the harbour side where there's the sea pool and the markets, and we've just got a coffee on this street here. We're going to go and explore the cathedral. Yesterday descended into a complete washout.
Yeah, so today we're back here in Market Square and we're going to go over and see Helsinki Cathedral. Hopefully the sun will stay out for us today, but we'll see.
We've made it to one of Helsinki's main landmarks.
We're here in front of one of Helsinki's main symbols, which is the Helsinki Cathedral. We've just walked up the steps here in the main square, which is Senate Square, and we're here in the sunshine watching the trams, and you just get such a beautiful view from up here. It's totally worth walking up.
The views are amazing. The cathedral is absolutely spectacular.
The trams running through the town behind us. Great to be here in the sunshine.
We're so lucky to have this weather window.
Helsinki Cathedral is on the northern side of the Senate Square and is the stage of national and academic festive services. It is one of the most popular tourist sites and has become the symbol for the whole of Helsinki. The church was originally built from 1830 to 1852 as a tribute to the Grand Duke of Finland, Tsar Nicholas I of Russia. Sculptures of the 12 apostles guard the city from the roof of the church.
We've just walked around the back of Helsinki Cathedral and the Senate Square, and then just behind me you've got the Bank of Finland, or the old building, which is quite a cool building. But then to this side of me you've got the government building, which right now is pretty important. Every day there's reporters outside of here, we're told, because all the decisions about COVID-19 and the pandemic are being made here daily. So yeah, pretty important government decisions going on behind me. And the trams.
Off of the main square where Helsinki Cathedral is, you've got these beautiful streets. There's 3 or 4 of them which go through to the harbour side, and they've got lots of lovely boutique cafes and eateries.
So much coffee.
It's a really beautiful place to hang out. I mean, at the moment things are a little bit quieter due to the situation. Things are open and people are out and about, but yeah, at a reduced capacity. I think the fact it's a Sunday doesn't help as well.
Although Helsinki is supposed to be quite expensive, I think coffee's not too bad. You can still get coffee in these main cafes and stuff. We found it for about 3 to 4 euros, depending on what you go for. We usually go for a cappuccino. It's about 3 or 4 euros, so it's about what you'd expect really in a main city. Yeah,
there are places you have to search a little bit, and I mean along the main Esplanade I think they're going to be maybe a bit more expensive in some places, but as Kirsty said, it's definitely possible to seek out these places that are a bit cheaper.
Yeah, I don't think in these main places you're going to pay less than 3 or 4 euros for coffee, but what do you expect for a city centre?
Right, onto the main square and the Esplanade.
Join us next time as we explore more of what Helsinki has to offer, including the beautiful Esplanade Park, the ultra-modern kansalaistori square and the Sibelius monument, as well as checking out the cool and quirky design district. If you can't wait that long, head over to our Instagram at @TideNotTravellers for daily updates on what we're currently up to and what's coming up in our future videos.
We walked into town and the sun was out, and I said, should probably get drone shots while we can, while the sun's out. Really hungry, I really want to sit down and have lunch first. And Kirsty said, no. From previous experience, while the sun's out, get the shots.
Yeah.
So I put the drone up for about 25 minutes, landed it, and the sun has literally just gone behind this cloud. Unbelievable timing.
Good
so I managed to
timing.
get the aerial shots in the sun, and I mean, I couldn't see this cloud. This cloud didn't exist.
It's come from nowhere, and directly across from us you've got the Alas sea pool, which is where there's all these nets above us, and it's like, I don't know, is it protecting the birds from swooping down and getting all the... Is it like protecting the birds from swooping down and stealing all of the fruit and veg? I have no idea, but it's quite cool.
Is it protecting the fruit and veg?
Oh, is it protecting the fruit?